Hello everyone in YouTube land, we lovers are back here as always. Alright, since there's nothing much going on news-wise, I thought make up a topic like I always do. Not really unique, I've done a couple videos like this about this topic, but nothing like this. Since there's a couple of video game movie adaptations coming out this year, the Assassin's Creed movie, Warcraft, and Ratchet and Clank CGI movie. And there's also the new Resident Evil movie coming out next year. And there's a lot of talks about other video game movies coming out, which probably won't happen. Who knows? There's that news about the new Sonic movie coming out in 2018. I don't know if that'll happen. But I thought I'd make a list of some video game franchises, big video game franchises that should be big movie franchises. Now, it has to be. You can comment down below, and you can do a video response on what. It can't be just a standalone game or some big game or maybe a series with 2 games. It has to be a big franchise, an established franchise. I can make this a 2-parter, but I have 8 franchises here that should be big movie franchises. So they're not in any particular order. So number 1 here, Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat should. There's already 2 movies, obviously, and then there was one not being made, but in development hell or whatever, and then it just became nothing. But I think it should be a big movie franchise. It's Mortal Kombat. It's known. It's personal. I put it on here because I'm biased. It's my personal favorite my favorite fighting franchise of all time. I think it has great stories. I think it has the best stories for each character has some of the best story for any fighting game franchise. It's just a really story-heavy fighting game franchise, and I don't know why. I mean, there was those Mortal Kombat Legacy internet series or whatever. Those were all right. Those were really good. Those were really cool, and I think the director of those was gonna make a big budget Mortal Kombat movie, a reboot, but it just fell through or something happened. But yeah, I think it would be great to have a Mortal Kombat franchise. I mean, the only real big one is Resident Evil, really. I mean, that's it. When you think of big movie video game adaptations, it's Resident Evil, and then that's about it. A couple movies got their sequels, but next one here, I have a couple Nintendo ones on here, but it's kind of unrealistic because Nintendo's very protective of their franchises. Obviously, we've been hearing Nintendo's in the works of, branching out and making anime, cartoons, movies, or whatever like that. But we'll see. The next one here I have is Zelda. Do I need to say more? Zelda's a very story-heavy franchise. Has a lot of lore. Do it. That'd be fucking awesome. Not live-action anime or CGI, but that's a very touchy thing that you gotta work on, with the art style and how Link looks and how the characters look, and it's a very touchy thing, Next up here, I don't need to talk about Zelda anymore, you know why, Zelda. Next up here, another Nintendo franchise, Metroid. Again, Metroid, it's very story heavy. Yes, it's an obscure Nintendo franchise, so this will never probably happen ever, but it's just something that it would be awesome. I don't know what the tone would be. Would it be like Star Wars, or would it look like maybe Guardians of the Galaxy? Not the same tone and like humor, but I think it would be like Star Wars, or just something, obviously in space, science fiction. So yeah, it'd be awesome. I don't know who would play Samus. I don't know if it would be live action, animation. Who knows? Obviously there would have to be a lot of CGI. So next up here, there was 2 movies, but the first movie is very good. It's actually one of my favorite video game movies of all time. I love that movie so much. And it's Silent Hill. There was Silent Hill Revelations. It bombed. No one cared. I liked it. It wasn't a great movie by any means. No one liked it. The fan feedback was that no one liked it. Again, it bombed. The first movie I think bombed too, but they decided to make a sequel, and again, it bombed. I don't even know if the first movie. I think the first movie probably bombed or just made enough to make a sequel. I don't know. But again, there's a lot of lore there. It's a very story-heavy franchise. You could do it, and it would be awesome. A lot of stories there, a lot of interesting characters. It's very psychological horror, and you can do it. Just find someone with a vision who can do it, and maybe reboot it or something like that. Maybe start with they already did like a story with I don't know. Silent Hill Revelations was like the Silent Hill 3 story a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, next up here, Star Fox. Now, this would be definitely in the same vein as Guardians. The same humor, goofy, science fiction. It would probably be live action mixed with CGI, but not in that sense. You're thinking, and not in a bad way. Like live action CGI, Yeah, I don't know. It could be full CGI. Who knows? It's not the greatest story ever in video games, whatever like that. But it'd be silly fun, Next up here, another it is a Nintendo franchise, obviously, but it's the Pokemon Company. Pokemon. Why not have a live action Pokemon movie? I think this would be the first. If Nintendo would start making movies or based off their franchises, I think Pokemon would be perfect because it wouldn't be Nintendo involved. It would be the Pokemon Company. And Nintendo would have nothing to do with it because, like I said, they're protective of their franchises, and this would be perfect. It would be all Pokemon Company and all the guys that do the games. I don't know if you would start with, making up a new character or having Ash. You would follow the anime, or a lot of people love the Red character. I don't know. I think it would be really interesting. Two more here. Donkey Kong Country would be really fun. I think it would be great. Donkey Kong is a gaming icon. It would be silly. It would probably be CGI. I think DreamWorks would probably do it. I think it would be great. It would be fun. It would be silly. Going on his little adventures with Diddy, Dixie, Cranky Kong. You would probably have Ram be in there. A lot of other, your animal friends. It would be really cool. Last one here is obvious, and it's Super Mario. Why not? I don't know what they would do because it's Mario. He doesn't talk. He just does woohoo, and it's Mario. But I just don't know what the movies would be about. I just put it on here because it's fucking Mario. So that's just my choices for video game franchises. What's your choices? What video game franchises do you want to become big movie franchises? Comment down below. Video response. Peace out. Later. Bye.